Hello, Joakim.
Hello, Flip.
All good?
Yeah, very good.
So let's start with tell us a little bit about yourself and where you come from.
I am from Stockholm, Sweden. They're 40 years old this year. I've been in Portugal, I don't know, 5 or 6 times now.
Okay.
Here with my girlfriend Stina, surfing.
Okay. So and where and when did you start surfing?
I started surfing about 10-15 years ago in Bali, Indonesia. And for times it was super nice. I've been surfing a lot, but then again, some years you don't surf that often. So it's been on and off for around 10-15 years or so.
All right. So living in a country like Sweden, how do you deal with this addicted to surfing and being away of the ocean? How do you manage that? How have you been managing that during the years?
Some years I haven't, so I actually moved abroad. I stayed in Indonesia for almost 3 years.
Okay.
A year after that I lived in the Canary Islands, Fuerteventura, and then slowly I've been trying to adjust to a life in Sweden where you only surf maybe 4 or 5 weeks a year. But it's tricky. It's a tough question, and it's always a life puzzle to get it to work.
All right. So it's obviously that you do some surf trips.
I do. I try to at least now once a year, actually.
And do you have any preparation to go on a surf trip, or you just go?
I try to prepare as much as I can, but it is hard when you live in a country where there's no surf. But I try to work out as much as I can. I try to get some swimming done before I go. And
you say that because ideally, to prepare for surfing should be surfing.
Yeah. That would be the ideal, but sometimes when you don't have waves, it's hard.
So how do you do that? During all these years, what did you find that was more working for you?
I mean, the best is surfing, of course, if you can, but since you can't really that often in Sweden, I think running is good for me to get my stamina up. Swimming works. Gym exercise works a little bit, but sometimes they're also a bit boring. It's not surfing, of course. Yeah. So it's hard. It's usually it takes a while to get into to be physically fit for surfing, and usually the first week or two you're kind of struggling on your trip to get your muscles working. Actually,
yeah, it's not easy. But when you are in those weeks, when you're already here, do you do something that you, with the years, you start developing, or you understand that maybe you should do some kind of other rituals when you are on the trip, so that can help you to feel better and to recover better, whatever?
A little bit. I try to, a little yoga or stretching or just work out the entire body, and but it's not often you do it. It's
sometimes it's just your mind is just into surfing.
Yeah,
you don't really
that's the thing. But
think too much about it.
No, but
do you have any rituals before you go surfing or after?
Yeah, a little bit. I try to stretch my entire body for at least 5-10 minutes, so just get some blood circulation in the muscles and get my pulse up a little bit. Maybe jog on the beach, just to warm up a little bit, but not all the times. It's sometimes you just want to get
too
in
much
excitation
sometimes.
Yeah, but I find it helpful to do it actually, and I think the older you get, it's even more important that you actually take care of your body, and afterwards as well you do some stretching and use some because your body takes a lot of beating.
Yeah, it's true. You have any surf heroes during your
any what?
Surf hero? Like somebody you really follow or you really like?
Yeah, I have a few. people who can like. You mean professional surfers, or
I don't know.
I mean, you're always a guru for me.
It's not exactly, the question was not that point, but I don't know. I can tell you, for example, for me, of course, professional surfers are always the guys that we kind of like look for. Like Kelly Slater was a big thing in my growing up as a surfer.
Yeah.
But I have other guys who are free surfers that I really enjoy seeing.
Yeah.
Like Jamie O'Brien or other guys that really control, for example, barrel riding that I really like, and they normally inspire me somehow.
Yeah.
Do you have that on you?
Yeah. A few. I think. Yeah, of course, the competitive side is always nice to follow. I mean, they're super talented, but also I enjoy people who seem like good persons in general, like Dave Rastovich, maybe, who loves the ocean. He's into yoga. He's into preserving our nature the way it should
a lot
be.
Of initiatives like that.
Yeah, people like that I find inspiring.
So this question here: what would you say for somebody that is start surfing now? Which advice would you give somebody that is just start surfing? Which is the best advice you could give?
Try to be mentally prepared. That it's a very physical sport. Try to do some physical training before. Have the time. Don't expect to learn in a day or two. It takes a long time to learn how to surf. And be mentally prepared for that, so you don't get frustration after a day. It's gonna come. Yeah.
So you have to be prepared how to deal with it. That's what you mean.
I think so, and then just try to set off sometimes. I mean, it's hard in the beginning. It's super hard. It takes a long time, but even the small steps, enjoy those steps, because they're really, really funny. And after on your surfing journey, those are the steps you kind of look back to and remember. And it's like, yeah, this was so much fun when I caught my first wave, or I stood up in the white water, or whatever it is.
Or I did my first floater.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, all the steps along the way are great, and try to appreciate them. You don't have to just look at Kelly Slater and expect to be him day one, because it's not going to happen. Exactly. But enjoy the ride. I mean, all the way through the process is my advice, I guess.
Because in the end, it's pretty addicting.
Yeah,
we kind of like just sometimes. I'm gonna make it in a form of questions to see what you say.
Yeah.
Because what is surfing for you? What do you feel when you're surfing?
I feel very good. I enjoy being in the water. I feel at ease. I feel it's a place where I can just escape everything else and just appreciate the waves, the nature, the fantastic places you get to see when you're surfing. You end up in those amazing places all over the world thanks to surfing, and it's a state of mind, I guess, for just pushing all your problems or your worries aside for a little while, for a day, for an hour, for a week, or for a month, or how long you're out surfing. But it's a good place. It's super funny to surf, but also you get so many good things apart from just surfing. You get
from
your mind, and from your travels, and from your culture. You get to see different cultures. You get to meet different people. You get to, all these things that comes along with traveling and surfing. You get as a bonus, sort of.
Cool.
So yeah.
Well, thanks a lot.
No worries.
And see you next time.
I hope so. All right.